What's good with my... Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's talk about something real quick. Over the last 2 days, back-to-back 1K subscriber days. Today, we looking like we going to get that 3P. All right? We looking like we about to get that 3P. But your boy decided that you guys been showing me all this love. Your boy is going to show that love right back. So your boy's doing a giveaway. I will give away 3. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. All right? I'm giving out 3 $50 PSN codes. Or Xbox Live codes. I'm not going to discriminate. If you're on the Xbox and you're a winner, you can get the Xbox code too. All right? I'm giving away 3. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is very simple. You want to make sure you're a subscriber to the channel because I'm only doing this for my Pack Nation, the people that ride or die with your boy. You want to make sure you also a part of the notification game because you guys stay lit and you guys stay here on time. So make sure you subbing. Make sure you're a part of that notification game. That means hit that bell. Also, follow me on my Twitter. Now, my Twitter haven't been blowing up lately because, you know, your boy not really on Twitter. But I'm going to start being more active on Twitter. So make sure you follow me on Twitter because it also will help you guys out because that's where I'm going to decide the winner from. I'm going to decide the winner from Twitter. I know you're asking, like, how you going to decide the winner from Twitter? All you have to do, guys, is once you subscribe, once you hit that bell, and once you follow me on Twitter, all you have to do is tweet me a picture of you doing all 3. So you want to have that sub, you want to have that picture of that bell, and you want to make sure you have that picture of you following me on Twitter. And then I'm going to pick 3 people straight off of Twitter. I'm not going to make a video about it. So if you're waiting for a video, you're going to be waiting for forever. All right, I'm going to pick you guys straight off of Twitter. So make sure you tweet me, blow up the notifications. Do not DM me. Do not DM me. If you DM me, you disqualified. I'm telling you that right now. If you DM me, you disqualified. So make sure you guys mention me with all 3 pictures, and I will pick 3 winners, and you would get your $50 PSN or Xbox Live code. Thank you guys for the love and the support. Let's get into the video. Dunking, crossovers, passing. Yes, they are some of the sexiest things you can do in basketball. But shooting, it's probably one of the most important things. Even though some shots don't look cute, some shots are ugly, some shots are slow, some shots are fast. But without shooting in a game of basketball, it's a GG. So in today's video, I take you through the evolution of shooting in NBA 2K11 through NBA 2K17. Let's get it. So we're going to start off with the GOAT, NBA 2K11.
Are you ready?
In NBA 2K11, shooting was like the #1 priority. Why I say this? You ask me why? Because everything about shooting in NBA 2K11 was perfect. Now, I know saying perfect to some of you guys is like speaking blasphemous. He's like, oh my God, you can't say perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. But listen to this, all right? From the timing of the jump shots, on and offline, to the different type of shooting animations, from leaners to drifters to step backs to spin moves to the variety of different animations you can have in each animation. Now, for example, let's say I'm choosing my drifters. You can choose drift left, drift right. You can choose a shot for both. It also went with your spin jumper, your step back jumper. It was a step back jumper left, step back jumper right, spin jumper left, spin jumper right. It was so many stuff you can do. Contested jumper left, contested jumper right. You had leaners, you had runners. You have all these different variations of shot. It made your player feel like he was a real life basketball player. It didn't matter if you was a pass first, 3-point specialist. It felt like you were a basketball player because you had all these different shooting animations. Now, to me, by far, this is one of the best shooting games that 2K has ever made. And I'm glad to hear that they are going back and looking at NBA 2K11 and try to reconstruct their shooting in NBA 2K18 to mirror NBA 2K11. Because hands down, looking at these clips, looking at these highlights, I know it's going to turn some of you guys on. Because yes, the green light feedback and the A+ feedback in 2K11 didn't guarantee you a bucket, but it was still legit. It showed you that you were shooting good quality shots. Now, yes, you may not make it this time, but if you do it again, there was a high percentage of you making it the next time. Now, the shooting was simple. Your man get to the top of his jump shot, it was cash. If you did it a little bit before, a little bit after, it was off. All right, and another thing about NBA 2K11, they had no custom jump shots, so you had to stick with the regular or the signature player jump shots. Now, this was the beginning of them actually starting to like have custom jump shots for Superstar. I think they started in like NBA 2K9 or 10. I don't remember that, but a lot of NBA players didn't have their own custom jump shots, so you only had to choose from like a couple of them. Rudy Gay still had the same old like he has now. It was a Kobe jump shot. I think Dirk had a different jump shot and a couple other people. So you had to choose and figure out which jump shot that you wanted to use and which jump shot was effective for you. But once you figured that all out, everything else was a GG. So I can't wait for NBA 2K18 to take notes on NBA 2K11. Next on the list is NBA 2K12. But since NBA 2K12 is pretty much identical to NBA 2K13's shooting, we're just gonna do it all in one. We're gonna kill two birds with one stone. Let's get into it. Now, one of the major things that stand out about NBA 2K's 12 and 13 shooting was that they incorporated custom jump shots. Now, you could equip a custom jump shot on your MyPlayer. Now, you can only do the base and the release or the form, whatever you call it, but you can only do the hands and the legs. You could not adjust the speed. All right, and they also combined everything that we loved about NBA 2K11, the variety. They combined it all together. So being able to separate your left and right animations, you couldn't do that no more. If you wanted to have a contested jump shot, it was for everything, left and right. They took a lot of animations out, like the leaner, the drifter, just to name a few. So NBA 2K12 and NBA 2K13, they still had the shot feedback. Now they have 4 sections that you could choose from to add on the screen when you shot. Now this didn't mean once you get all 4 lit up, it was a perfect guaranteed shot. That is one of 2K's biggest adversaries right now, is that we rely too much on that green light. They said just because we get a green light, we're not supposed to make it. But over the last 3 years, it's been that exact way. Now, back in 2K12 and 2K13, just because you got green lights or all 4 perfects didn't mean you was going to make the shot. It just meant that you had a great quality shot. Now, depending on your players overall, the person that was defending them, that all came into play. All right. So NBA 2K12 and 13, their shot system was cool. It was all right. They had a lot of different variations of shots, but they took a lot of the stuff that we loved out of NBA 2K12 and 2K13. And this was the downfall of the shooting and the NBA franchise. So I didn't even play NBA 2K14 like that, but this was the game. The first game ever on next gen. 2K14 came with all new signature shots for every NBA player. Now, back in NBA 2K13, 12, and 11, there was always that one player that had that basic shot, no matter what team you had. If you had the Wizards, it was Nick Young. You had the Clippers or the Magic at the time, it was JJ Redick. It didn't matter. There was always that one person that you can just cook with because he had a decent shot. And NBA 2K14, it became a whole different thing. Everybody had their own custom shot. Now, when it came to our MyPlayers, there was no custom jump shot. We had to pick from normal jump shot and some players' signature jump shot. Now, nothing changed about the momentum outside shot. They would still pull up, they would still spin, they would still hop. They took away the step back, they took away the variety of left, right. They took that all away. But the shooting in general, it was low-key lit. Like, if you knew your jump shot, it was a GG. Now, you guys got to remember, this was back in the day when we didn't have all this badges to help you shoot. If you knew your jump shot, it didn't matter where you was on the court. It was a GG. If somebody stepped up on you, buckets. Simple. That's how it was. That's exactly what it was, bro. So, low-key, 2K14 is like the second best shooting to me because it didn't really matter. If you knew your jump shot like the back of your hand, pretty much you wasn't going to miss. Now, yes, that led for unrealistic shooting performances, but it rewarded the people who actually knew their jump shots. What can I say about NBA 2K15? This was one of the most broke games that anybody have ever played. When it came to offense, you pretty much was Steph Curry and LeBron James wrapped into one. Hitting green lights from stupid distances in Pro-Am, or they called it Jordan Rec back then. It was simple. Dunking on people was simple. But we talking about shooting today. Green lights was so easy. If you did not go 100% in a game, you were trash. Simple. If you missed 2 shots in one game, you were trash. Simple. If you couldn't shoot contested jump shots, you were trash. Simple. If you didn't have 13 green lights or more in one Jordan Rec game, you were trash. Simple. If you didn't have or score more than 70 points at least 8 times on the Jordan Rec, you were trash. Simple. That's basically it. 2K15 whole shooting mechanism was broke. No, we didn't have any custom jump shots, but it didn't really matter. Every jump shot that you used, especially if you was using LaMarcus Aldridge or something quick, and guess what? You could change it to quick. It didn't really matter. All you had to do was tap square. You was getting the green light. So let's go ahead and move away from this because we already know how NBA 2K15 shooting was. I should have just skipped the subject. So NBA 2K16, sort of, kind of like NBA 2K17, but I feel like the shooting percentages were way more realistic. Now, that's to be expected. When we have a game like NBA 2K15 where you can't miss a shot, your eyes can be closed and tap square and still get a green light, they had to balance it out. So in NBA 2K16, the shooting percentages was way, well, let's say more realistic because it was more like 70, 60, 70. When we coming off 90 and 80 shooting percentage, it was more like 60 to 70, maybe even 50 and 60. Let's say 50 and 60. Now the shooting was pretty much the same. No custom jump shots, straight player signature jumpers or normal jump shots. Now this was when LaMarcus Aldridge was at an all-time high, 15 and 16. It was so much of an OP jump shot that they had to nerf this shot. Now shooting in general, nothing's really changed from 15 to 16 to 17. Nothing's changed really. It's just the shooting percentages. Now they did change up the shooting meter a little bit on 2K16, but it didn't matter. 9 times out of 10, if you play 15, you knew the jump shot that you was going to use on 16. So it was pretty much a wrap. There's nothing really to say about 16 except for they dumbed down the shooting percentage. Now let's get straight into NBA 2K17. The crap that we're playing now. Now this was the worst shooting system ever because it was too inconsistent. At least 16 and 15, you knew what you was getting when you hopped on the sticks. When I hopped on 15, I knew I was going to make about 90% of my shots. When I hopped on 16, I knew I was going to make about 60% of my shots. In 17, you were playing Russian roulette. It's like you had that bullet spinning around in that revolver, sticking it to your mouth. It changes game from game. One game you can go 90% or 100%. The next game you can go 30%. Sharpshooters weren't sharpshooters throughout the whole year. I don't get it. Glass cleaners shot better than some stretch bigs. Now I know you're gonna put in the comment, oh gee, my sharpshooters shoot better than. That's now. I'm talking about throughout the game. All right, throughout this whole NBA 2K17, it was terrible. Shooting was terrible. It was, the meter was glitching. Sharpshooters were dead. Playmakers were the best build in the game when it comes to shooting because they can dribble and shoot. Green lights. People was missing green lights. People missed green lights this year. After Ronnie 2K told us you would never miss a green light. People was missing green lights. So this was by far the worst shooting that the NBA 2K franchise had. Now let's pray that NBA 2K18 mirrors more of NBA 2K11 when it comes to the shooting system. Because if it mirrors anything like NBA 2K17, say goodbye. Now this is your boy OG. I'm done with the video. So make sure if you like the video, like up the video for your boy. Show your support. If you're a new sub, hit that sub button for your boy. And also turn on them post notifications so you know when I drop that hot fire. Don't forget, giveaway. So make sure you follow all the instructions down below in the description. And also, follow me on Twitter. This is your boy OG. And I'm out. Peace. Making moves, then exit. I'm in the mood to call up your boo to sex. Cause I'm in the mood. 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 Bought a car with a horse, got a young nigga whipping. I just pull up at the light, shitting on your